every cell in human body is constantly trying to keep you alive. Yet the very brain those cells built spends most of its time imagining death or regretting about the past or fearing the future and questioning whether life is worth living or not. Right? We all do that. You see, nature created a creature capable of surviving almost anywhere. Human beings can almost survive anywhere and endure anything. And then we are trapped inside a mind that cannot stop suffering, or a mind that does not want to see the truth. You see, every generation believes it is about to solve human condition, and every one tried to do that. We solve hunger and then loneliness appears, or we solve disease, then anxiety comes in. We solve distance, then people become strangers to each other, or we solve labor, then boredom arrives. So what exactly are we all solving? For me, this is the greatest misunderstanding of civilization. Humanity believes every problem has a solution because technology has taught us that every machine can be repaired. But human beings are not machine. We are contradictions pretending to be a great maze or a solvable thing. And contradictions are not solved. They are endured. And who is enduring? For whom all these things are happening? You are the absolute unblemished self-aware reality. You are not your life, you are not your job, you are not the body and mind. To think that you are bound and seeking liberation is your bondage. The whole problem is that you practice meditation, you seek gurus, you follow techniques to become who you already are. And that is why you have gotten into bondage or suffering. That is like a wave putting lot of effort to become ocean. So don't be pathetic creatures and don't be narrow-minded and fool yourself. Don't do that. You are the unblemished awareness in which the entire drama of existence is happening. You are holding the entire cosmos in your hand like a fruit, but you are begging for a few coins on the road, which is nothing but few spiritual coins, and you are thinking that will give you happiness. See that you are the origin of all origins and be free. You see, that is why in my eyes, being human is not a temporary inconvenience waiting for a future breakthrough and things like that. It is the problem itself, if you look at it in some way. Think about it. The moment one desire is fulfilled, another desire quietly comes and occupies its place. Even spiritual people are not happy. They want to read one more book. They want to meet one more guru. They want gods and goddesses constantly appearing again and again to tell the same thing. Why? You see, if satisfaction were truly satisfied, why would anyone want more? Why does every achievement lose its magic? Why does every dream eventually become ordinary? Why does every victory become another starting point? Because the human mind does not know how to stop wanting. It survives by creating absence. It survives by manufacturing incompleteness. The moment life becomes enough, the mind invents another reason why it is not enough. Then people ask, will I be finally happy, or when will I finally be happy? That question already assumes something impossible. You see, happiness was never designed to remain. We are all fooling ourselves if we think we will be constantly happy in this world. It only exists as long enough to keep the next desire alive. Look carefully. As children, people cannot wait to become adults. As adults, they miss childhood. Workers dream of weekends, and during weekends they complain about Monday. I have one friend who becomes happy during weekends, and just when it starts, Sunday evening, he starts complaining about the Monday and the rest of the week. You see, single people dream about relationship and married people dream about freedom. What nonsense is that? Let me tell you something. If your marriage is not giving you peace, dude, you don't even know what marriage is. A lot of people get married and they're unhappy. Okay, that's another topic. You see, poor people envy the rich. The rich envy those who sleep peacefully. You see the pattern? The destination is never the destination. It is merely another waiting room. For me, this is not an accident. This is how being human operates. But you are not what you know. You are not the married man. You are not a woman. You are not a man. You are not this. You are not that. You are not the tree. You are not unwanted spirituality. You are that unblemished, utterly, ridiculously, purely, absurdly the self-aware reality which is the origin of all origins. You are like the king and queen who has the entire kingdom by their side, but holding on to few spirituality that is fallen on the roads of your kingdom. Don't be narrow-minded. You see that you are the self-aware reality and be done with this drama of life and death. You are that pure awareness. You are not what you know. You are that on which knowing is happening. And the mind survives by standing somewhere else other than where life actually is. Oh, then comes identity. The strangest invention of all by humanity, which is identity. Every morning a person wakes up believing they are exactly the same individuals they were yesterday. But are they? The body has changed, thoughts have changed, beliefs have changed, memories have changed, cells have died and new cells have come, and things like that. Yet somehow a continuous me is assumed to exist. Where is it? Can anyone point to it? Can it be touched? Can it be found? Or is it simply another story repeated often that repetition became evidence? For me, humanity spends an entire lifetime defending something it has never actually located. It is like, ocean water, it's blueness on the ocean. It appears to exist, but when you actually go in and put your hand within and lift the water, you see the water is transparent. That's how your spirituality, your ego, or your desires or attachment, and the one who is actually living exist. It appears to exist only when you have not paid attention, but the moment you turn within to pay attention, you see that the one who was narrow-minded, the one who was following spirituality, the one who was following guru, the one who was traveling abroad to visit India and fool themselves in different ashrams does not exist. Because you are the unblemished awareness. It is an insult to your nature if you follow a method. How can a wave practice meditation to become ocean? Does a fire need to practice a method to produce heat? Let me tell you something. A noise following a method to reach silence will only make more noise. Please understand that. Relax into your own being and be done with this game. And there was one person who was arguing with me on the other day saying, is relaxation not a method? I was like, how is relaxation a method? Relaxation is absence of all method. The moment you put an effort, that is when you are bound. It's like sleeping. When you are actively putting effort to sleep, do you get sleep? No. Relaxing is absence of all methods, all practices. Just simply be. Silence is your true nature. Your nature is not this. Your nature is not consciousness. Your nature is not Parabrahman and all the poetry words that is absolutely not necessary. Your nature is not the fruit or this and that. Your nature is absolute, purely, ridiculously silence. It is on you that the entire drama of world is existing. You are the unblemished self-aware reality, whether you like it or not. So don't be narrow-minded, don't be childish begging for few spirituality, few meditation techniques and things like that. It's very silly. It's like a fish which has the entire ocean for itself, but wishes for few ponds, few drops in some lake and some river that is not even in a good place. So understand that you are the self-aware reality and be done with it. And take this from me. Understanding or seeing or realizing is not done by you or the mind. It is done by the act of understanding. It is done by the act of seeing. Ultimately, I will conclude my speech by saying that follow the message, not the messenger. I am doing all this social media just to make a living and for the joy of speaking alone. You are the self-aware reality, which is the substratum of all, whether you like it or not or believe it or not. Thank you.